Hello, students, and I know that we are all experiencing pandemic right now. So let us do this through online. So our lesson for this session is all about developing hospitality culture. So when we talk about hospitality culture, it's actually the identity, the total identity of the whole organization. May it be a hotel or a restaurant or let's say theme park, just like Disneyland. It Hospitality culture makes one organization stand out among others. So let's start with defining what culture is. Culture is actually a way of thinking, acting, and is learned and shared by the firm's members. So sabi ko kanina, it's the total identity of an organization. So ang sinasabi nito, you are given specific standards on what to think, how to act, and what should be learned and shared on specific situations. Aside from that, what makes up culture, or what we call the elements of culture, are the following. You have philosophies, ideologies, values, assumptions, beliefs, attitude, and norms of different people in a community or in one unit of organization. So, lahat ng elements na yan, lahat ng na-mention ko, makes up culture. So, again, culture is thinking, acting, learned, and shared. At karagdagan din pala dyan, since culture is a way of thinking and it's learned and shared, it is not proven that a certain culture of a certain group is being or kasama mong naipanganak or what we call innate. It is being learned. So, pwede siyang matutunan, pwede siyang pwede siyang ma-acquire through learning. So now let's discuss or let's define the elements of culture. So for culture, we have philosophy. This is a way of thinking about the world, the universe, and society. So let's make use of Ritz-Carlton since nag-start na tayo on our video presentation with Ritz-Carlton, or you had your documentation viewing on Ritz-Carlton. Ritz-Carlton, its philosophy is that Ritz-Carlton is a place where the genuine care and comfort of our guests is our highest mission. So, ang sinasabi dito, there are actually 3 paragraphs. You can actually look into Google para dito sa sinasabi ko, just type Ritz-Carlton Gold Standards. So, again, let's go back to Ritz-Carlton philosophy, or what they call their credo. So, the first paragraph here, or the first sentence here, says that it gives genuine care and comfort. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka plastikan. So, everything that comes out, everything that the employees do, everything that comes out of the employee's mouth is all about genuine care and comfort for their guests, and that's their highest mission. The second paragraph states that we pledge to provide the finest personal service and facilities for our guests who will always enjoy a warm, relaxed, yet refined ambience. So I want you to focus your attention to the words finest personal service and facilities, because Ritz-Carlton is a 5-star hotel. It's actually a hotel chain, and they give VIP services to their guests. Everybody in Ritz-Carlton is treated like a VIP. Well, meron yung mga mas nakakaangat, and we call them VVIP. So first, you give them genuine care and comfort. Then, you give them finest personal service. And the third one, the Ritz-Carlton experience. So when we say the Ritz-Carlton experience, it's actually a collective term From reservation to check-in, to housekeeping, to food and bev, to everything. Kahit makasalamuhan mo yung maintenance, for example, but that's so uncommon. Yun, kasali lahat yun sa Ritz-Carlton experience. The Ritz-Carlton experience enlivens the senses, instills well-being, and fulfills even the unexpressed wishes and needs of our guests. And I want to emphasize unexpressed wishes and needs of our guests because Ritz-Carlton employees are very futuristic. They assume na kapag may mga guests na parang tumitingin-tingin kung saan-saan, that guest needs something. So, lalapitan, ask them what they want, or late on the latter part, or on the second part, I will discuss to you their motto. Ang sinasabi dito is that before pahingin nung guest, binibigay na nung employees ni Ritz-Carlton. So, yun yung philosophy nila. It's a way of thinking about the world. It's more general. Ang philosophy kasi, ang pagbabasehan nila ng ideology nila. And their ideology is their motto. At the Ritz, and their motto is, we are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. First, sabi ko sa inyo, pinagbasehan nila ng ideology nila yung philosophy nila. Yung philosophy nila, yan yung in-explain ko kanina. And doon sa 3 paragraphs, ang nag-stand out is genuine care and comfort, finest personal service, and fulfills unexpressed wishes and needs of our guests. Now, that's their philosophy. Now, let's go to their ideology. It's a set of opinion. So, we are ladies and gentlemen. So, they are professional. Kaya they don't gossip. They actually practice business, good business ethics, serving ladies and gentlemen, and they see their guests as VIPs. They see their guests as the most valuable people inside the organization. So, yun yung ideology. Now, let's go to the values. Values are preferences for certain behavior or yung tinatawag nating influence over others. It defines what members consider right and wrong, preferred or not preferred, desirable or non-desirable actions. So, ang sinasabi dito, yung values, yun yung magde-define kung ano yung tama at kung ano yung mali inside the organization. So, for Ritz-Carlton, they actually have 12 service values, but may I just discuss to you 3 service values kasi kung tatapusin natin, mauubusan tayo ng oras. So first, meron sila ditong statement, I am proud to be Ritz-Carlton. Why? Because Ritz-Carlton is quality. Yun din ang dahilan kung bakit ginagamit ko si Ritz-Carlton as a point of reference sa lahat ng ginagawa natin. Because one of their service values is that they are excellent because they have quality. So that's their first values, excellence. The second one, I build strong relationships and create Ritz-Carlton guests for life. Ibig sabihin, once a guest comes in or checks in to Ritz-Carlton, babalik at babalik sila. By how? Anong gagawin? That value naman is giving care, genuine care. So the third one, I am always responsive to the expressed and unexpressed wishes and needs of our guests. It might ring a bell on your mind, yung unexpressed wishes, kasi part yan ng philosophy nila. So one of their values is that they should be assumptive. Ibig sabihin, they look beyond what is on the surface. They look beyond our needs. Hindi lang yung needs ng guests ang finufulfill nila, but they also imagine, if I am the guest, ano ang kailangan ko? So, yun yung values nila. That's what we call values. Now, for the assumption, this is the act of taking responsibility for something. You should be accountable. And dapat futuristic ka. Hindi pwede yung, hindi pa naman nangyayari. So, wag muna tayong mag-act. You have to act. You have to think before you act. And you have to act before something bad happens. Yun yung sinasabi natin. Hindi na natin aantayin if we are really pursuing for quality or we are really aiming for quality. Before pa magkaroon ng problema, dapat may solusyon na tayo doon. Or before pa mangyari yung problema, dapat naiwasan na natin. So that's assumption. Through assumption, maiiwasan natin yung mga unexpected things, worst things to happen. Next, a belief refers to personal attitudes associated with true or false ideas and concepts. Ano ba ang pinaniniwalaan mo? Naniniwala ka ba na may Diyos? Naniniwala ka ba na ang smile is important in the service? Naniniwala ka ba na ang pagtayo ang pag-stand straight, ang kind gestures nakakatulong sa service sa'yo as service provider. So, yun yung belief. Anong paniniwala mo? And that would be your basis on the true or false ideas and concepts. That will actually affect how you perceive a thing, kung tama ba siya or mali. After that, you have your attitude. So, based on your belief, assumption, values, ideology, and philosophy comes your attitude. Attitude is a way of feeling or acting toward a person, thing, or situation. Attitude is a combination of belief, assumption, values, ideology, and philosophy. Why? Because philosophy, ideology, these things are intangible. But attitude, it could be seen in your actions. It could be tangible. Kasi ito na yung outside or external force. Ang internal force natin would be, saan ba ang pointer nito? Ang internal force natin would be this: philosophy, ideology, values, assumption, belief. Ang external na naipapakita natin would be the attitude. So the last one, a norm. Ano ba ang norm? A norm is a standard or pattern, especially of social behavior. Ano yung katanggap-tanggap na behavior inside that organization? And the norm is defined by the intangible things na na-mention ko kanina. Attitude, it pertains to your personal, external expression. A norm is what is accepted inside the organization. It talks about the whole organization na. So next, let's go to the importance of culture. First, strategy and employment commitment. Sabi ko kanina that hospitality culture creates identity of an organization. So if the organization has an identity, if an organization has values not just for external customers but also for internal customers, employees will be more committed, and that is already proven. There is actually a a research that proves that through culture inside the organization, magkakaroon tayo ng higher commitment from the employees. Ibig sabihin, mas committed sila, hindi sila madaling umalis, or mas loyal sila sa inyong organization. So, the second importance of culture in an organization is having competitive edge. Culture will be used as a competitive advantage. Ano ba yung tinatawag nating competitive advantage? This is something that you have that others don't. Or this is something that you excel more compared to others. So, since you already have a clear path, alam nyo kung ano yung mali, alam nyo kung ano yung tama, alam nyo kung ano dapat ang ginagawa inside the organization, alam nyo yung hindi dapat ginagawa. So, mas natututo kayo, mas nagiging standard and mas nakikilala kayo based on your identity with the help of your hospitality culture. Then next would be management by culture. Through culture, it would be easy to manage one organization. Kasi culture defines. Sabi ko nga, culture defines